चलो.
I am Mrs. K. Ghosh and I will be taking English literature poem Daffodils by William Wordsworth for classes 9th and 10th. Introduction of the poem. William Wordsworth was a great lover of nature and this poem was inspired by a real life experience. Once, when on a walk with his sister, he came upon a sight of a belt of daffodils beside a lake with the wind blowing over the flowers. The sight of this vast expanse of yellow flowers inspired Wordsworth to write this remarkable poem. He goes on to tell the reader that long after he had had this experience, the mere memory of the sight would lift his spirit when he felt dejected or depressed. Daffodils by William Wordsworth is a poem that celebrates the beauty of nature along with the bliss of solitude. The imagery of fluttering and dancing daffodils make the poet feel one with nature when he finds himself wandering like a cloud and enjoying the beauty of valleys and hills. The poem to be read from the book. Let us read the poem. Daffodils by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over the vales and hills. I is the poet. He is wandering and he is wandering over valleys and hills. When all at once I saw a crowd. Here crowd is referred to the host of daffodils. A host of golden daffodils beside the lake, beneath the tree, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. This lake is in England, is in Britain, and the name of the lake is Grasmere Lake. Continuous as the star that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Here the poet is moved with the joyfulness and the happiness he found in the daffodils, in the sight of the daffodils. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling wave in glee. Means daffodils were dancing in the motion. He found that waves were left behind. A poet could not but the gay in such a jocund company. He says a poet could not be but happy in such a joyful company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. The wealth of happiness. The poet is talking about the wealth of happiness. For oft when on my couch I lay, oft means often, in the couch, the sofa, the resting chair, the armchair, when he laid, in vacant or in pensive mood, pensive, depressed, sad, vacant, nothing to do, wandering, just thinking, they flash upon that inward eye, they, the host of daffodils, which is the bliss of solitude, and it brings lot of solitude, a blessing to the poet to think about them. He is again happy, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So here is a joyful poem by the poet regarding the daffodils. Now let's study the points in the poem. The poet was wandering alone in the natural landscape, the hills and valleys. Under the trees on the bank of lake, he encounters a large number of golden daffodils. The daffodils are fluttering and dancing in the breeze. The daffodils were continuously stretched in an endless line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 of daffodils were swaying their heads in a way that they appeared to dance. The dancing waves in the nearby lake was being overshadowed by the beautiful daffodils. The poet was extremely happy in the company of gleeful daffodils, happy daffodils. When the poet lies on the couch in a pensive mood, the images of daffodils flash in his mind. The bliss of solitude is experienced by the poet. His heart, which is filled with pleasure, dances with the daffodil. Now I'll read out in detail the poem from the workbook. The poem in detail. Stanza 1. The poem begins with the poet wandering alone as a cloud. The poet roams around like a cloud floating over valley and hills. It was then that the poet saw a large number of golden daffodils beside a lake. The daffodils appeared to the poet as fluttering and dancing happily in the breeze. Stanza 2, the second stanza, describes how beautiful the daffodils looked. The poet compared them with the continuity of stars that shine and twinkle in the sky. The daffodils appeared to be stretched endlessly along the margin of the bay. The poet says that these beautiful flowers stood in a never-ending line. It seems that the poet was under an illusion that he was watching 10,000 daffodils swaying their heads in a sprightly dance. Stanza 3. The third stanza says, the poet goes on to describe the enchanting quality of the daffodils. The waves in the nearby lake seem to be dancing and also sparkling due to the sun rays falling on them. But the beauty of thousands of daffodils suppressed the beauty of the sparkling waves. The poet feels that he could not be anything but happy in such a gleeful company. The poet further says that all he could do was to stare at the daffodils, and the sight before him amazed him. The last stanza, the fourth stanza, in the end, the poet tells the readers of the extent to which he was captivated by the beauty of the daffodils. The poet says that whenever he lies down on his couch in a contemplative mood, the memory of the daffodils flashes in his mind and brings him happiness. His loneliness is overtaken by the images of daffodils, which fill his heart with pleasure and make him feel as if he were dancing along with the daffodils. This is the explanation of the poem, and now we find the theme of the poem. Let's study the theme. There are two themes: influence of nature on man and impulse of feelings. Wordsworth has used a number of nature images like clouds, hill, lakes and stars to depict the influence of nature on man. For him, there is nothing which is superior to nature. The poem brings with the poet wandering lonely like a cloud. As soon as he sees the daffodils growing along the margin of a bay, fluttering and dancing, he is captivated by their beauty. He says, a poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. The poet has compared himself to a cloud, and the daffodils have been personified as human beings dancing and tossing their heads in a sprightly dance. The poem Daffodils describes the healing and the refreshing power of nature. This can be seen the last stanza. The poet says that when he lies down on his couch in a pensive mood, the images of the golden daffodils flashes before him and changes his mood. The poet, who was lonely in the beginning of the poem, experiences the bliss of solitude by the end. He then feels calm and refreshed. This is how nature influences him. The memory of the daffodils fills his heart with joy, and he feels as if in his heart were dancing with the daffodils. At the beginning of the poem, the poet was floating high but was emotionally low. But at the end of the poem, the poet, in spite of being on the couch low, was on a high pedestal emotionally. This was because of the influence of nature, which was so everlasting for the poet that he derived pleasure and bliss whenever he remembered that experience. Wordsworth has defined poetry as the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings arising from emotions recollected in tranquility, that is, calmness. He wrote Daffodils after getting inspired by the beauty of the dancing flowers spread all along the bay. He recollected his feelings along after that experience and wrote the poem to describe his love for nature that was still there in his imagination. The poem tells us that the impression of the beauty of nature were so strong that even after many years, their memory was more than enough to lighten his mood and gave him their company when he was alone in his room. He has described the beautiful picture of daffodils, shining waves, dancing flowers, which become a part of his being. This shows the influence of nature on his feelings. Critical appreciation of the poem. We will study the critical appreciation under these five headings. Background to the romanticism, romantic element in the poem, a poet of nature, Wordsworth poetic theory, and background of the poem. The Romantic period of English literature spans from the year 1719 to around 1830. The Romantic period was one of the rapid change as the nature was transformed from an agricultural country to an industrial one. The Industrial Revolution resulted in unrest and eventually turbulence. The landscape of the country changed. More people from the countryside moved to the cities for employment. Open fields were converted into industrial areas. The atmosphere in the cities got polluted due to smoke from the factory chimneys. Poets like Wordsworth started valuing the natural landscape more as compared to the merchandise cities life. Romanticism is in English literature was a literary movement that celebrated the freedom of nature and valued individual human experience. Daffodil, a common flower, has been sketched with extraordinary qualities. A flower is colored with imagination. Daffodils are presented to the mind in an unusual way, using the language closer to everyday life. The poet in the beginning wanders lonely as a cloud when suddenly he sees a vast belt of daffodils stretch along the margin of the bay. The daffodils appear to be golden in color, symbolizing the magical effect it creates on his mind. As the poem progresses, the mood of the poet changes from loneliness to happiness. By reflecting on the memory of golden daffodils fluttering and dancing, the poet's heart also dances with the daffodils. The poet feels one with nature. Daffodils illustrate Wordsworth's theory of poetic creation. He describes poetry as the spontaneous overflow of emotions recollected in tranquility. This poem is a free expression of poet's thought and feeling. Wordsworth wrote poems not only out of his experience but sometimes borrowing memories from his sister's diary. The poem Daffodil is based on Dorothy, Wordsworth's sister's description about what she and Wordsworth saw while near a lake at Grasmere in England on April 16, 1802. Here ends the explanation of the poem. Now the assignments. Now remember, I am giving you 4 assignments. Write the given notes on the poem Daffodil in your English literature register. Do reference to contest questions in your workbook. Do it in pencil so that you may do corrections if needed. There are 4 reference to contests. Do 1 each next week. Like do every day, do 1. Any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you and have a nice day.